You cut carbs to feel calm and in control, and suddenly you are wired but exhausted. Your sleep goes from solid to fragile in a week. Your heart races at 2 a.m. Cravings stop feeling like preferences and start feeling urgent. Little things set you off, and your mood gets sharp. That is the contradiction nobody warns you about. The plan that was supposed to steady you can flip your body into high alert, and it often looks exactly like stress. Moving to slide 2. A lot of people call this high cortisol, but many of the symptoms are just Cortisol Look-Alikes. Night sweats, waking too early and popping awake like a light switch. Shaky between meals, cold hands, a low-level buzz of anxiety. Your workout that used to feel great suddenly feels brutal, even if your motivation is high. Here is the key. Those signals do not prove your personality is anxious or that your hormones are broken. They often show that your body is struggling to keep fuel steady. When the tank is low, your nervous system will push stimulants like adrenaline to keep you functioning, and it feels a lot like stress. Fix the gap, and the cortisol story usually gets a lot less dramatic. Moving to slide 3. The most common way this happens is the fuel gap. Carbs drop too fast, and calories quietly drop with them. You remove bread, rice, sugar, and suddenly your meals are smaller even if you swear you are eating plenty. Then protein stays too low because you are afraid of overdoing it or you just are not tracking it. Fat is supposed to fill the gap, but it often does not because you are still eating lean out of habit, or your meals are built around vegetables and coffee. Then you stretch meals too far apart. You skip breakfast. You do a hard workout. You power through lunch, and you rely on willpower. Your body reads that as scarcity, not discipline. What to do? For 1 week, remove the guesswork. Anchor each meal with a real protein target. Then add enough fat or carbs to make the meal actually satisfying. If you are going low carb, do not also go low calorie. Tighten meal spacing to every 3 to 5 hours while symptoms are present. When fuel stops being unpredictable, your body stops needing a defense response. Moving to slide 4. Your body has a built-in blood sugar defense system. When incoming fuel is low, your liver releases glucose to keep you stable. If that is not enough, glucagon rises to push more supply. If you are still running a deficit, adrenaline becomes the quick fix because it can raise blood sugar fast and keep you moving. Cortisol often supports the process, especially when the situation repeats day after day. That does not mean cortisol is the villain. It means your body is trying to protect your brain and muscles from a fuel dip. The problem is the timing. These hormones are activating. If the defense kicks in at night, sleep becomes collateral damage. You are not bad at sleeping. You are being chemically nudged toward wakefulness to solve a fuel problem. Moving to slide 5. Sleep gets fragile when glycogen runs low. Glycogen is your stored carbohydrate, and you use it between meals and overnight. If you are low carb, training hard, eating too little, or going long gaps between dinner and bed, you can hit a nighttime dip. Your brain still demands glucose. When supply falls, your body does what it always does. It raises stress hormones to make more. That can mean a sudden wake-up, a racing heart, vivid dreams, or that wide-awake feeling at 3 a.m. Then the spiral starts. You check the time, you worry about tomorrow, your body interprets that worry as more stress, and the hormones stay high. What to do tonight? Eat a real dinner, not a light one. If you keep waking, add a small pre-bed snack that combines protein with either carbs or fat, like yogurt with fruit or eggs with a piece of toast, adjusted to your plan. Keep evening training lighter for a week. When overnight fuel is steady, your nervous system stops treating bedtime like an emergency, and sleep can finally feel safe again. Moving to slide 6. If you are doing low carb and you feel worse, zoom out to stress first. Work stress raises your baseline load before food even enters the picture. Parenting can shrink recovery windows, so your nervous system never really powers down. Then caffeine keeps you in alert mode longer than you think, especially if it is after late morning. Alcohol makes this messier because it can destabilize overnight blood sugar and fragment sleep even if you fall asleep fast. Screens at night add one more hit, pushing bedtime later and keeping your brain switched on. None of this means low carb is bad. It means low carb plus high stress can multiply the strain. When you lower carbs, the margin for recovery gets thinner, and you start paying for it unless something else restores the balance. Training can do that, or it can break it. Moving to slide 7. Training is where low carb often succeeds or falls apart. HIIT and hard intervals chew through muscle glycogen fast, and if you never refill it, your next sessions feel flat and your stress hormones run higher just to hit the same pace. Long runs do the same thing more slowly, but the total demand can be huge. Lifting is not purely anaerobic magic either. You still need enough fuel to keep performance, volume, and motivation consistent. If you train fasted, some people do fine, but many stack a workout stressor on top of an already underfed day and call the wired feeling energy. Then recovery debt accumulates. Sleep quality drops, soreness lingers, resting heart rate creeps up, and your appetite becomes chaotic. Low carb works best when your training load and your refueling strategy match the reality of your week. Moving to slide 8. The people who get hit hardest are usually lean and active because they do not have much energy buffer. If your sleep history is poor, low carb can amplify the edge you already live on. If your anxiety baseline is high, the wired feeling can look like productivity until it crashes. If you have thyroid issues or symptoms like cold intolerance and sluggishness, be cautious. And if you are a woman noticing cycle changes, that is a signal to take seriously, not push through. When this pattern shows up, the energy signals are often misleading. Moving to slide 9. One tricky part is that low carb can feel amazing at first. Mornings can be sharp, appetite can be quiet, and you feel in control. Then the afternoon crash shows up. Focus drops, mood gets brittle, and you start chasing coffee. Evening cravings surge, usually for salty, sweet, or both. Sometimes you get a late-night second wind, which sounds good until you realize it pushes bedtime later and makes sleep lighter. The next day you wake up worse, and you repeat the cycle with more caffeine and more willpower. This is not you being weak. It is a predictable pattern when your fuel, electrolytes, and recovery are not matching your output. The good news is you can check a few basics and usually spot the leak fast. Moving to slide 10. Start with total calories per day. Low carb often becomes accidental undereating because food choices narrow and hunger signals shift. Track 2 or 3 normal days and see if you are consistently below what your training and steps require. Then check protein per meal. Aim for a solid dose at each meal, not a tiny amount spread all day. For most people, that means roughly 25 to 40 grams per meal, adjusted for body size, so you actually trigger satiety and support recovery. Next, place carbs near training if performance, sleep, or mood are slipping. You do not need a high-carb day. You need targeted carbs where they do the most work, like pre-training, post-training, or at dinner if sleep is fragile. Do not ignore salt and potassium. Low carb increases sodium loss, and low sodium can feel like fatigue, headaches, and cravings. Salt your food, consider a salty broth, and get potassium from foods like potatoes, beans, yogurt, and fruit if you tolerate them, or from electrolyte mixes without a sugar bomb. Finally, tighten meal timing. Eat at consistent times for a week, and stop testing your limits with random fasting windows. When these basics are handled, adding carbs back becomes a strategy, not a rescue. Moving to slide 11. If you have been low carb and you want to add carbs back without wrecking sleep, do it at dinner. Start with 1 serving of fruit or a small bowl of rice, not a full day of bread and snacks. Keep fats moderate in that same meal, because higher fat can slow digestion and make some people feel heavy or refluxy at night. For the next few nights, track your sleep response, especially time to fall asleep, wake-ups, and how you feel at 10 a.m. the next day. If sleep improves, hold that amount. If you feel wired, drop the portion slightly or shift the carbs earlier in dinner. Give each adjustment 2 full weeks before changing again. Consistency beats perfect macros, and your sleep is the scoreboard. Moving to slide 12. If insomnia stays persistent for weeks despite careful changes, do not keep white-knuckling it. Get help. If panic symptoms intensify, like racing heart, chest tightness, or a sense of doom, treat that as a real medical issue, not a willpower problem. Unexplained weight loss is another flag, especially if you are not trying to cut calories. If your menstrual cycle stops or changes significantly, that is a reason to talk with a clinician, because energy availability, stress, and hormone function can all be involved. Also consider medication interactions. Low carb can change fluid balance, electrolytes, and how some drugs feel, and dose adjustments may be needed. You are not failing by asking for support. You are being precise about your health, and that precision should show up in your day-to-day results. Moving to slide 13. Here is your low-carb litmus test. Sleep is improving week to week. Mood is steadier by noon. Workouts feel recoverable, not like you are dragging for days. Hunger feels normal, not urgent or absent. And most importantly, life feels sustainable without constant rules. If those boxes are checked, you are on the right track. Subscribe for more evidence-based nutrition scripts, and comment with the one symptom you want to improve first. This content is for education only and is not medical advice. Fix the metabolism, not just the symptoms.